To improve your life, sometimes you need to level up and become a different person than you were. Becoming a generally more creative person out of the blue seems daunting and pretty unrealistic. So try developing these traits instead to indirectly improve your overall creativity. Number 1, become restless. This might seem not very helpful at first. Restlessness can increase stress, and stress can sometimes scare away creativity. However, I think being restless has a lot to do with being happy. Are you truly enjoying the kind of work that you're doing? Are you happy with the people you're surrounding yourself with? Or are you feeling drained? Are you feeling bitter or jaded about something in your life? This is a great sign that you need to act upon your restlessness. It can be a great tool to remind you to be more selfish, or that life is not all about pleasing other people and keeping the peace. If you're ever feeling drained or restless, it might be a sign that you're not using your talents enough, or not really seeing the purpose in your current work. Number 2, become adaptable. The term, "that's the way I've always done it," will kill creativity on the spot. Try embracing learning a new skill or technique as a positive experience. Also, remember that being in your comfort zone is nice for the end of the day, but is incredibly limiting if you want to grow as a more creative person. Learn to be more creative outside of your comfort zone, and you'll be constantly practicing adaptability and growing more every day. Number 3, become childlike. This one is up to your interpretation. Do I mean act like a child and creativity will come to you? No. I find adult children particularly annoying. But what I do condone is the awakening of your inner child and the kind of love that you gave yourself before you started listening to society. Read the books you loved as a kid. Walk in the grass with no shoes on. Wear the colors that you like. Visualize the kind of house that you wanted as a child. Orange walls, beanbag chairs, room full of pets. And if you want to implement the actions of a child, try crying more or being brutally open and honest with someone. Color in a book just to color. Heck, even color in a real book that you own, like an instructional book or a self-help book. Maybe it'll help you read it more. Number 4, become a positive solution creator. Thinking negatively stunts your thoughts. You probably know that. It's so easy to put an end to any problem just by thinking, this will never get done, I can't do this is stupid. But when you only allow yourself to be a positive solution thinker, you face any problem head on with the mindset of, I can figure this out. Or maybe even, why is this happening? And dig deeper to develop your critical thinking skills and ultimately grow more as a creative solution-based problem solver. Number 5, become quiet. As a relatively quiet person, I think about this one a lot. I'm usually the listener for the most part in my relationships. I find myself very much in my own mind, drowning in my own thoughts, and as long as I keep those thoughts organized, then that's the way that I like it. I think it must be difficult to think when you spend too much time talking. And if you find yourself feeling down about something that you said or contemplating a problem that you're dealing with, instead of calling your friend or venting to your partner, try just being quiet and being in your thoughts. You can write if that will help you clear your mind and organize your thoughts, but I think you'll find that being quiet really helps you develop your critical thinking skills and overall helps your original thoughts develop. Number 6, become gender neutral. Maybe this could also be called be open-minded. I think that limiting ourselves to something so trivial like society's gender restrictions can have a really poor effect on creativity. Just because you're a 20-something's traditional woman doesn't necessarily mean you need to create graphics that only have nudes and pastels and only use the conventional handwriting font. And just because you are male doesn't mean that you can't create those same exact fonts. Whatever inspires you, inspires you. Just make sure it actually inspires you. And if you're feeling a little limited, it might be because you're trying to limit yourself to blend in with society or what everyone else is doing, when you know deep down you can be a lot more bold. Number 7, become intuitive. If you're currently faced with a problem or a question, this exercise might actually really help you. And it might be a great way to help you listen to your intuition. Let's say you were just offered a job. Maybe it's not your forever career, but you're not sure if you want to take it or not. More than likely, you know whether you should take it or not. You're just also impacted by your family or your boyfriend whispering in your ear. So, what I'd like you to do is close your eyes and imagine yourself taking the job. If you can, imagine yourself even working at the job, doing the job, being at the job. Now, the moment that you visualize this, do you feel your body expanding or shrinking? Do you feel yourself moving forward or backward? Do you feel a change in weight? Do you feel lighter or heavier? Do you feel a change in pressure even? Listen very carefully to your body. And if you don't feel anything at all, you might need to practice this a few times. More than likely, you did feel something that couldn't be reasoned with from what's going on in your head. That feeling is what you should start listening to. Number 8, become clear-headed. It might be overwhelming to say, become stress-free. But if you think of creativity as a sort of a wind that flows through your life and it comes and goes, it probably is not going to stop by if it senses that you are too overwhelmed with the tasks that you already have. So I would recommend every night, or maybe even every morning, you write down everything that is going on in your head, everything that needs done, everything that you've been procrastinating. Write it all down in a list, in a paragraph, whatever works for you. And maybe even write down everything that you did that day, even if it was just showering and sending an email. You can at least go to bed with a clear head, knowing that everything has been written down and that you won't forget anything for tomorrow. And you can even feel proud while you're at it because you wrote down everything that you did that day, and you can reflect on that. Number 9, become impulsive. Now, again, similar to restlessness, I would approach this one carefully. But then again, not too carefully because you need to be more impulsive. Is there something that you could do today that you have been putting off or trying to schedule in and you just can't, that would make your life more fulfilling? Example, I have been wanting to bake bagels for about 2 weeks now, and I can't seem to find the time to do it. And every day that I don't make those bagels, I feel a little more disappointed, and the probability of me making them at all probably reduces that every day that I don't do them. Take some time to write down all the things that you love. Could be anything. Probably within that list are going to be some things that are actionable tasks that you can give yourself that would make your life more fulfilling. Acting on those tasks will help you to practice prioritizing yourself and will help grow your efforts towards living more creatively. Number 10, become extremely brave. That does not mean have zero fears. There's always going to be things that you are nervous about or that you're afraid of. I used to hate that butterfly feeling in my gut until I didn't have it for a while, or when I did have it, it was about something negative or out of my control. The thing about that feeling is that it's the same feeling that you get before you go on a stage for a performance, or before your first kiss, or before you show your work to somebody for the first time. Those are important, fulfilling moments in your life. And so I started realizing that that butterfly feeling is a reminder that I'm living my life and that I'm fulfilling my purpose and that I'm growing and that I'm a human with feelings and that is amazing. And if you haven't had that feeling in a while, I would recommend trying to do something or working towards something that makes you very nervous. And it doesn't have to be immediately jump off a cliff or do something huge, but start working towards the things that are making you nervous. Example, when I put my first video out on YouTube, I had that feeling majorly. Or right now, I want to register as a legal business. That is giving me that feeling. But that feeling in your gut is a huge sign of growth. And practicing being brave and doing the things you're afraid of can have a huge, amazing effect on your creativity. Since you made it this far, please hit the like button and comment below with your favorite tips on increasing creativity and living a more creative life. Hit subscribe for more tips on video editing, creativity, and freelance lifestyle. Again, I'm Colleen. Thank you to my interns, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one.